These ayats invite us to do something, to reach the knowledge, to understand. Allah Azza wa Jalla invite us to reflect. This is the biggest lesson from this two ayah. Allah Azza wa Jalla shows us the one who runs away from the truth, only he acknowledged the truth when he oppressed by any means, by any harmful things in times of affliction, and in times of ease he runs away from the truth. But the other one, he seeks the knowledge. He goes after the knowledge, and Allah Azza wa Jalla gave him the knowledge. And this is the one whom Allah Azza wa Jalla pleased with him. إِنَّمَا يَتَذَكَّرُ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. So nothing without effort. If you do nothing, you should be sure that you will reach nothing. If you do something, if you spend something, if you sacrifice something from your time, from your effort, you should be sure that Allah Azza wa Jalla will give you something. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Those who pay effort in our way to reach to the truth, of course we will guide them. لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. No way, we will guide them, certainly. And now the ayah number 8. قُلْ يَا عِبَادِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Say, O my servants. Allah Azza wa Jalla talking to his servants through the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Say, he wants from his Prophet to say to the people in his name, Ya ibadi alladhina amanu, O my servants who believe, who has belief. O servants of mine, who has belief, who has believed. Allah Azza wa Jalla talked to the people who believed in him. Alladhina amanu, not all of them, only to the people who believed in Allah Azza wa Jalla. Amanu. And want them, ittaqu rabbakum. Observe your duty to Allah Azza wa Jalla. Protect yourselves from Allah Azza wa Jalla. Ittaqu. At-taqwa, basically it means protecting. You protect something. You protect yourselves. Waqa, you protected something, and when ittaqa, he protected himself. If you are protecting yourselves, this is the taqwa. And first of all, we should protect ourselves from Allah Azza wa Jal. And we should protect ourselves from the torment of Allah Azza wa Jal. And we should know that there is nothing other than Allah Azza wa Jal whom we should protect ourselves. He is the source of all things. He has the control over all things. So if we are confident about Allah Azza wa Jal, then we are in safe. No one can threaten us. So protecting yourself from Allah Azza wa Jalla means that you are observing your duty to Allah Azza wa Jal, and you fear Him. You fear from His torment. You fear from His anger. You fear from His wrath. Ittaqu rabbakum. Observe your duty to Allah Azza wa Jal. Many people in the West cannot understand protecting yourselves from Allah Azza wa Jal, from the Creator, because they imagine the Creator as the one who is all forgiver, the one who will forgive all things without asking any question, without asking why did you do that? Why did you that? Why did you do wrong? Without questioning, He will forgive them. He is the one who forgives everything without any reason, without anything. He forgives, only forgives. And you should not protect yourself from him, because he does not threaten you anymore. But Allah Azza wa Jalla in Islam threatening his servants when they do wrong, because in Islam this life is a test. Allah will distinguish the malicious one, the ones, from the virtuous ones. From the people, Allah will distinguish the righteous people from the evil people. And this life which we are living in it, this is the test of Allah Azza wa Jal. So we should be careful when we do something, because we know that Allah Azza wa Jalla will ask us. إِنِّي ظَنَنْتُ أَنِّي مُلَاقٍ حِسَابِيَ. The people who will reach the paradise, whom Allah will give them the paradise, those the people who knew that Allah Azza wa Jalla will ask them about their life. إِنِّي ظَنَنْتُ أَنِّي مُلَاقٍ حِسَابِيَ. So we cannot be free in this life. Do whatever you want, Allah Azza wa Jalla will forgive you. How can you say that? Believe in Jesus, and Allah Azza wa Jalla will forgive you whatever you did. How can you say that? How can you give that guarantee from Allah Azza wa Jalla? And why Allah Azza wa Jalla make equal the righteous people and the bad people? أَمْ نَجْعَلُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ كَالْمُفْسِدِينَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Do you think that we will make them equal, the people who did righteous things in this life and the people who mischieved in this life, who did bad things in this life? Do you think that they will reach the same consequence? Do you think that they will be deemed equally? How can you think that? If you think so, that it means that you imagine Allah Azza wa Jalla as an unjust one, as an unjust one, not a just. Because the just one should give everyone what he deserves, not deal with everyone even if he bad or if he good in the same way. اتقوا ربكم. So Allah Azza wa Jalla threaten us and give us a big advice. You may believe, yes, you believe to Allah Azza wa Jalla, and Allah Azza wa Jalla invite you as a believer. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, define you as a believer. Yes, but it's not enough. You should observe your duty to Allah Azza wa Jalla. You should do whatever Allah Azza wa Jalla command you, and you should refrain from the things that Allah Azza wa Jalla prohibited. You cannot do whatever you want, even if you are a believer. Islam, in this religion, Allah Azza wa Jalla does not give an open check, does not give guarantee for the people who believe in Him that He will put them in paradise, whatever, and as long as they did whatever they want. Allah Azza wa Jalla wants them to live in an accordance with His commands, to take heed of His commands and do whatever He wants, and refrain, avoid from the things that He prohibited. Should obey Allah Azza wa Jalla. The obedience is essential in this religion. If you not obey Allah Azza wa Jalla, you cannot please Him. If you cannot please Him, that means that Allah Azza wa Jalla will not please you. Of course, Iman has some virtue. Of course, Iman has some value. But if you do not obey Allah Azza wa Jal, you are in that case putting yourselves in a big risk. Our scholars cannot say some certain things about that man who has belief but did not obey Allah Azza wa Jal. Many of them says that his sin and his disobedience will take him to the kufr, may take him to the kufr. Because if you do not obey Allah Azza wa Jalla, it means that you will not protect your Iman. The obedience, the worship to Allah Azza wa Jalla and the righteous deeds protects our Iman. Inna as-salata tanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkar. For instance, Allah Azza wa Jalla says, the worship, the prayer, protect you from the bad things. For example, protect you from the adultery or many things like that. So the ibadah, the obedience of Allah Azza wa Jalla, you can use them as a protector for yourselves. So ittaqu rabbakum means that obey your Lord. Be careful about your Lord. Observe Him. And be careful about His commands. You should have fear about Allah Azza wa Jal. You should be thinking that if I do not His command, He will be angry to me. And you should fear that result. You cannot be free, and you cannot be confident about the anger of Allah Azza wa Jalla. You cannot say, He can be angry, it doesn't mind me anything. How can you say that? You should be sensitive in that manner, in that issue. And you should live actually your life in accordance with the commands of Allah Azza wa Jalla. You should protect yourself from Allah Azza wa Jalla, and you should know that there is no threat no threat from anyone other than Allah Azza wa Jalla. A real threat. Maybe people threatening someone another, but that threatening is very limited. And you know that every threat has an end. But the threat of Allah Azza wa Jalla has no end. And you should know that no one can reach to you any harm without the permission of Allah Azza wa Jalla. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is the one whom we should protect ourselves from Him. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المؤمنين. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.